Media sales consultant Tim DeArmond here. Welcome to the Movie Men podcast. I wanted to wish every one of you a very happy holiday this season, and hope you check me out on LinkedIn. I share a lot of really interesting stuff about marketing and business. Take care. Thanks.
Well, hello.
Oh, hey.
Welcome.
Thank you.
Pull up a chair, grab some eggnog.
Wow. Is
Yeah.
this feels like the first episode that you've started.
That might be.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's the Christmas spirit.
The Christmas
Just cut
miracle.
you-
Yeah.
Yeah. Virgins and
Stars
and mangers. Yeah. Wow.
Yeah. Welcome to episode, I guess our first Christmas episode, really. Christmas
Our
movie
first
episode.
Christmas episode.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe our last. Who knows?
It's
Take each day as it comes.
Yeah. I mean, for the record, we do have another one scheduled, but like Brady said, you never know.
Oh yeah, no. If there's not another Christmas episode, shit's gone horribly wrong.
Yeah.
No, for sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
Should we get into just some quick housekeeping and then we'll get into it?
Sure.
Yeah.
I didn't start the show. I'm feeling completely off kilter. So this is,
if you want to take over, I don't mind. Like it's
No.
Oh.
This is
Brady. I'm sweating. Well,
this is you've made this bed.
no, time to sleep. So usual housekeeping. Everyone, follow, subscribe if you haven't already. Please. We are available everywhere: iTunes, Spotify, Podbean. Follow us on social media, Facebook. All those links will be below. Twitter, Instagram. Officially subscribe, follow if you haven't already. And because this is a Christmas episode and because we have a holiday Christmas giveaway going on, just a reminder, our holiday special giveaway, where if you sign up to support us on Patreon for as little as $1 a month, you'll be entered to win one of two prizes, and each prize is worth over $20, and it has wine, chocolate, chips. You can see the post about it on our Facebook page, and we'll probably share it again. But sign up, be entered to win or draw, support us if you feel so inclined, and existing Patreon supporters are automatically entered. Anything else, Brady?
No.
Yeah.
No, I'm feeling very inadequate.
Yeah. I'm going to throw the reins back at you because I don't even know what we do next.
It's good. So before we talk about anything,
Yeah.
this being a Christmas episode, in the last couple of weeks, we put out a few Facebook polls to get your opinions on some things.
Yeah.
Some of the results we got make me very happy. And some of them make me question my desire to go on.
In life or in this podcast?
In life. In life.
Okay.
Yeah. No.
Which results?
So one of the vote that we put up that I'm like, yeah, man, people know, people got it, is whether or not Home Alone is a Christmas movie or it just takes place at Christmas.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
And there were a bunch of acceptedly confused people who didn't think that it was a Christmas movie, and that's okay.
Oh.
But then, the majority said it's a Christmas movie.
Sure. Yeah. For sure.
And yeah, thank you. Then we talk about something that is very painful for me.
Ooh.
We talked about whether or not Die Hard was a Christmas movie. And unfortunately, and they were slim margins. But Die Hard being a Christmas movie just kind of edged out the logical people.
What?
Yeah. And so
Are you being sarcastic or not?
No, I'm saying, okay, so here's look, Die Hard.
Sure.
And I don't want to make a whole big thing of this.
No.
Die Hard.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Aside from the fact that it happens like they're there for like a Christmas party, right? I haven't seen the movie in a while, but they're there for like a Christmas party. Mm-hmm. That's it. The Christmas theming ends there.
Right.
There's nothing. So a movie is a Christmas movie.
Yes.
We
need some definition.
If Christmas and the theme of Christmas is a inherently crucial part of the story's plot.
So you wouldn't consider...
If main events in the movie hinge on the fact that this is Christmas.
So to me, Christmas is about togetherness and oneness with not only family, with friends, but mankind in general. And that is the entire premise of Die Hard. One man trying to reunite his fellow humans who have been taken hostage so they can celebrate the holiday season together.
That kind of feels like a bit of a like.
No,
I get that. Like you could say that you could use that as a synopsis for the film, and technically argue that it's not inaccurate. But I also feel like it's not the most honest description of what the film is actually about.
So I completely agree. Like I'm obviously saying that just kind of farcically, but what I will say truthfully is I don't see a lot of difference between Home Alone and Die Hard. Both have the same premise. Like both have people out of their comfort zone trying to fend off attackers that is just instantly at Christmas.
Right. So the difference I would say with Home Alone, because I do fall into that band camp of Die Hard is not a Christmas movie.
Sure.
Happens at Christmas. Good movie. It's just not a Christmas movie.
Okay.
Home Alone is a Christmas movie. And the reason being is, yes, not only does it take place at Christmas.
Right.
And the family has gone away for the family Christmas, but you could say, well, that could happen in the middle of the summer and it could just be a summer vacation that they're away at, right? It doesn't need to be Christmas for that to, But where it changes is in Home Alone, there's so much side plot when it comes to things like Old Man Marley.
True.
True. And these like in the church scenes that are focused around, genuinely, actually about him burying the hatchet and reaching out and being with his family because it's Christmas.
Right.
And the fact that the family disappears in Kevin's mind because he's wished that that's like his Christmas wish is that his family disappears. And so then at the end of the film he wakes up Christmas morning and he I can't remember if he like writes a letter to Santa. No, he doesn't. He tracks down a Santa from like a shopping mall. Right. And he says, I know you're not the real guy, but I also know you work for him. It's like this really funny scene. He says, all I want for Christmas is my family back. Mm-hmm. So it's actually, and so then when he wakes up Christmas morning and his mom coincidentally returns Christmas morning, to him, him getting his family back was a Christmas miracle, was him getting his, and so those I would say, those are the subtle differences, but I would say that they're differences. The other thing is like Die Hard, although it takes place at Christmas, you probably could, and I get that maybe most people don't. Right. I feel like you could watch Die Hard in June before you could watch Home Alone in June. Right? Home Alone is spattered with like this Christmas music. It's got Christmas music in it. It's so anyways, that's all of that aside. Yeah. We're doing a Christmas episode.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, and again, as always, as our standard is we let you guys choose the movie. So it was between Home Alone, The Holiday was one. What was the third choice? I'm confusing what our next vote will be with this one. I just had the picture up. Brady, do you know what the third one was?
Yeah, so we had The Holiday. We had
Home Alone.
Home Alone.
And
National
Die Hard.
Lampoon's Christmas.
And Die Hard. Right.
Look, so I'll be honest. You sent me... I really didn't want to watch Die Hard. From a fundamental level.
Sure.
And so when you sent me your two options, which were Die Hard and The Holiday...
Yep.
I kind of... I chose... So I had four that two that for this episode and two for the other Christmas episode we're going to do.
Right.
And I kind of chose Home Alone and Christmas Vacation knowing that Die Hard didn't stand a chance in hell against... Right. Maybe against other, like, I think if it was between Die Hard and The Holiday, Die Hard probably would win between those. And our votes did kind of reflect that.
Sure. Because we did have a really good turnout for voting. Like, I think Christmas Vacation obviously won by a landslide, but Die Hard and Home Alone did get a decent amount.
They did, yeah. Mm-hmm. But and again, I think it falls down to like Die Hard. Sure, you can even if you think both Die Hard and Home Alone are Christmas movies.
Sure.
I think pretty much unanimously people would agree that on a scale factor of warm fuzzy Christmasness,
right?
Die Hard and Home Alone are on two different playing fields.
For sure, because of the genre they are. Like they're completely different.
Sure. Yeah, one's more of a family movie, and the other's more of a whatever that is. Yeah. So you guys voted, and you voted for Christmas Vacation.
Mm-hmm.
In case the title of this episode hadn't given that away.
Yeah.
So
what do you think, Brady? What are
I
your thoughts
think
on this movie?
This movie is damn near flawless.
Wow.
Like, it's so good. And like, so just my opening argument, because I know like you and I chatted a little bit last night.
Yeah, we did.
And you're not a Christmas Vacation hater, but you told me, well, I might need you to sell me on it a little bit.
Yeah. Put on your used car salesman hat.
All right. Now that'll buff right out. No. So I mean, where do you want to start? So this is the third film in the Griswold collection, right? The National Lampoon's Vacation movies. So you have National Lampoon's Vacation. You have National Lampoon's European Vacation.
Yep.
Then you have Christmas Vacation, and then Vegas Vacation.
Yes.
And then
the series
if
ends.
you want to, well, yeah, it should.
Should.
If you want to count that horrendous, I guess it's a direct sequel, but it's kind of a reboot. It's not a remake, but it's like a reboot sequel.
Sure.
It's in the same continuity, but it's got, like, except for a sort of shoehorned in cameo towards the end of the film with Chevy and Beverly D'Angelo.
Yeah.
It's not really, the second, like, when I sent you the tagline, or when I sent you the message saying, this movie is damn near flawless, because I said that, I said, like, verbatim, I said that last night to you.
Yeah.
That was 30 seconds into the animated opening sequence.
Yeah, of Santa doing his lists and all that stuff.
And honestly, it was just the second that music starts. This movie's got going for it that is pretty unique, is the fact that it's a comedy that has its own song.
Ooh.
Right, so the other vacation movies use the song "Holiday Road."
Right, yeah, that's true.
This is the only one that doesn't have that in it, but it's got this this Christmas Vacation song that was written just for this, and I don't know why. Yeah, I don't know why, but it's just like it's so good. Like okay, I'm willing to admit that I may have rose-colored glasses on here,
and that's right? Kind of why I'm curious.
Like,
when did you first see it? Like, how old? Like, is it a classic for you in your house?
Yeah, so it's a classic for me in my house. My mom loves this movie, which is interesting because it seems my mom's the type of person who there's a couple of things that she absolutely loves that don't seem like they are in line with the rest of who she is, right? So she's like, that stuff's all kind of silly, but she adores Pee Wee Herman. And like warm fuzzy Christmas movies, but she adores Christmas Vacation, right? So it's just so anyways, we grew up with it, and which I think was okay because it's there are some, like it being a National Lampoon's movie, there are some raunchy moments, but I would say of the Lampoon's Vacation movies, this one is sort of the least so. Right. The other ones are kind of like
they get out there.
Yeah, they're kind of like just 80s sex coms, teen sex coms. Yeah. Right. Yeah. So this one not as much.
Maybe they tone it down just because of the seasonal, the seasonal fit that it's supposed to be in. I don't
know. So the music's amazing. It's a believable family dynamic.
Oh, for sure.
In the sense that Clark is the ultimate family guy. He's the ultimate family man who is obsessed with the idea of giving his family a traditional, a traditional family Christmas.
And his unrealistic expectations that come with that.
Right. He wants to please everyone. He wants to not only live up to the Christmases that his father gave him, but he also wants to, create sort of this spectacle for his father. He's trying to earn sort of some of the, there's a moment when he's trying to get the lights on the house to work, and his father-in-law says they're not working. And and Clark just kind of puts his arm around him and says, "Thanks for noticing." Like, it's just this. And this is completely consistent and in line with Clark Griswold. In every other setting that we see him in, he's kind of got this. I like to call it postcard syndrome. So he wants the vacation, he wants the event, he wants the family outing.
Right.
From the postcard, from the magazine, and it's got to look and be just like that. And he's going to put himself through agony to make sure that is the, he's going to hold the Wally World employees at gunpoint in order to make sure that
he gets his
that
vacation.
this is the vacation that they set out to have. And there's something fun, like it opens up the door for a lot of comedic opportunities, but there's something so high integrity about that. There's something so wonderful about that. And just his
and something relatable to it.
Just his and his devotion to, because either you are a father and you are like this. Or you had a father who was like this, or it just kind of trudging his children out into the wild to find the perfect Christmas tree, right? That they don't care, right? To him, but to him they do care, and to him it's this. You'll appreciate. You don't know that you appreciate this, but you're going to appreciate this.
Right.
But I think it's hilarious. I think it's nonstop laughs, this movie.
Right. Oh, for sure.
like I watched it alone, and was laughing out loud.
Right.
Which I think is which is the ultimate test of any
that
film's
is the litmus
comedic
test.
abilities.
Yeah, if you're laughing at like a clown at home alone, this is a good movie. Alone.
If you laugh out loud and you're by yourself, which is interesting because from a psychology standpoint, until you do that, you don't realize just how much of laughing out loud is a social thing.
Right. Yes. Right?
Yeah. And that's why we find movies funnier when we watch them with other people.
Right.
As opposed to watching them alone. Right? Rarely do you watch a comedy by yourself. It's a comedy is a watch with other people kind of thing.
Sure.
But so the movie's hilarious.
Yeah.
And really, I feel like the only argument that I need to give it is the fact that this movie was written by John Hughes.
Right. I knew he had some connection to it. Yeah.
Right. And so, like, cut and dry, that's kind of it. Is it a good movie? Well, it was written by John Hughes. Oh, my God, I must own it. Like, I like, what other defense does this film need? It's John Hughes.
Right.
Which explains, and that's not like, that's not to say that it being a John Hughes film is making up for something. It's like, oh, well, this, but it is a John Hughes film. No, it's like, as soon as you know, at least to me, as soon as you know that this is a John Hughes film, you go, oh, okay, that makes sense. Mm-hmm. Of course it's a John Hughes film.
Right.
It's cut from John Hughes films are cut from a different cloth. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So, yeah. What do you think of this film?
So, I mean, first and foremost, I agree. Like, whether you find some parts a little too far, like jokes a little too far, too raunchy, it's a funny movie. And it's light, and personally, it's not in my circle of trust for Christmas movies. Like, I live or know people that it is, so I end up usually watching it probably once every couple years at the Christmas season. But I don't seek it out. So if I'm home alone and I need to watch a Christmas movie, that's not it. But I do find it funny, so I'm not going to go bah humbug about it. But I think where I need some convincing, or at least I'm going to articulate some flaws or some problems that I have with it. I find, so the one tiny element that, like, emotionally has to do with Clark and has to do with the Christmas holiday season, that I gleaned from it anyway, is you talked about this, wanting to host his family for Christmas for the first time and making it perfect and making it wonderful. And the rest is just a tire fire, which obviously is like where most of the comedy comes from. But, like, really, it's nothing else is really Christmas specific. And you mentioned John Hughes, and I'm actually going to make a bit of a comp to another, I'd say, gold standard Christmas movie, which we've mentioned about 16 times already, Home Alone. And so I think why I'm not so convinced about Christmas Vacation, we look at Home Alone, and they're both similar, like silly comedic things happen for the majority of the movie. But I think the difference is that in Home Alone, Kevin has his journey. He learns, he grows, he finds the meaning of his mistakes of wishing his family away, and finds the true reward or the true goal of wanting his family around him, and realizing that's like the main gift, and he actually gets that gift on Christmas Day. With Clark, what growth journey or learning do we actually see, other than the age is, or the lesson is old as time? Don't spend money you don't have for things you don't need. Like, that's essentially what the main premise about the movie is just him bellyaching about not getting his bonus, and then things just get carried out of hand. So I think that ultimately is just, I find it a little flat from like a story arc growth perspective, and it's a funny movie, but it's not in my top 5.
Yeah, I mean, I think, like, so a difference between something like Home Alone and something like Christmas Vacation is that in the end, like, the ultimate happy moment, it's a Christmas miracle moment, is the fact that Clark does end up getting that monetary compensation and then some.
Sure.
Right? The fact that the boss is kidnapped and brought to the house and
right.
you know.
Yeah.
And you know, and again, not even that, like, he's not even like, oh no, you're right. His wife is like, you cut their Christmas bonuses, you like,
yeah.
You know. But I do get the sense though, sort of leading up to that,
mm-hmm.
prior to getting that, that Clark does go on a little bit of a journey in the sense that he kind of realizes, I feel like towards the end, that the money's not, the money wasn't what was going to make or break this Christmas. Mm-hmm. And the fact that he initially placed so much value in being able to give a pool to his family for Christmas. Like, I think he realizes that he missed the mark. And that's come back to sort of bite him in a big way.
Yeah. Is that like, maybe I just missed, like, I think you're right, that is kind of implied, and I'm wondering if maybe that's just, it's a bit more subtle than it needs to be. Like Home Alone.
I think maybe.
Yeah, like Home Alone, it hits you in the face, and very different movies, obviously. But this, I would agree. Like, I'll accept that argument. Like, I think you're right. He does kind of realize, like, hey, I was so fixated on this dang pool, but I think it's just a little bit more subtle.
Yeah, sure.
When it comes to kind of in a conclusion. Also, I just feel like Christmas bonuses, like in 1989 compared to nowadays, like, do people still get Christmas bonuses?
I don't know. The only Christmas like from a company that I've worked at, the only bonus I've ever gotten was a gift card to the company that I worked at.
Right. Right.
For the value of $25 or something. So not like
not to buy a pool.
Not the type of thing that you considered part of your income.
Oh, heck. Which I've got a actual serious question about this movie, and I've done some digging in a rabbit hole here. How the heck much does Clark earn if that he's expecting to pay for a pool with this Christmas bonus?
I mean, he works for a marketing company. I would say he's probably got money.
But if he has money, like, why he shouldn't be solely relying on a Christmas bonus check to pay for something? Like, if you're floating in money.
Yeah, I don't know.
Do you want I've got some numbers to illustrate this.
But he spends all of his money on vacations. He takes his family to Europe and stuff.
That's true. I've got some numbers here, okay?
Okay.
This is according to sampling.com, so this is not my own. They adjusted for inflation the cost of making a standard pool in 1989. So, according to them, it would cost $11,000 in 1989 to build a pool. Okay? According to the data from the Bureau of Labor Statistics, the average professional worker earns a bonus approximately 2% of their annual salary. So if Clark was expecting to build a pool with his Christmas bonus, and that being around $11,000, you have to deduce that Clark would be making an estimated $100,000 a year in 1989, which with inflation would be about a salary of $1.1 million a year today.
Okay. I think the problem I have with this is that this is making the assumption that he's not just supplementing the pool fund with the Christmas bonus, and that he's in fact paying for the pool 100% with the bonus.
But you're completely right. Like, I know we're kind of getting lost in the weeds here. I don't want to get into this too much, but like, with how devastated he is when he realizes he got like the Yam gift card for, or the subscription for his Christmas bonus, like I think he is a little maybe financially ruined by overextending himself. But
well, I mean, okay, so
it's hard to say.
let's say the Christmas bonus was $1,000.
Sure.
Which would bring his income to a more reasonable amount. his yearly wage to a more reasonable amount.
Sure.
And yeah, I don't know. Let's it's. I think the whole theme of this film is that he's kind of overextended himself. And so it doesn't.
And you're right in every way.
It's not hard for me to conceive that. Let's say he really needed that extra $1,000 just to make, otherwise it's Christmas and he's got a bill due for $1,000 to this pool company and he doesn't, there's no place for it to come from. Right?
Yeah. Yeah. And again, this isn't a major plot point. I'm just
but
digging in the weeds here.
A little bit.
Yeah. Just a little bit.
Yeah. I like something that's stood out to me is I love the fact that they use an advent calendar to kind of show the progression of time throughout this film.
Right.
That it cuts to the shots of the advent calendar and you see that opening up. And
Mr. Griswold definitely hovers on, around, past, beyond the line of inappropriateness.
Yeah. But I mean, I think to me that's what makes it such a believable family dynamic. Is that he's not, he's not this Fred Flintstone, this guy that he gets aggravated, but he'd never swear when he stubbed his toe, right?
Right. Right. I guess I'm talking specifically like when he's at like the dang department store and the woman is like showing or showing him his underwear or vice versa, and freaking is it Rusty, the son, comes up and is like, Dad, what the hell's going on?
Did you see who plays Rusty? This blew my mind. This is the first time that
don't mention who it is because I guess it's part of a trivia question later, so you can mention who it is.
Okay.
You can.
John Galecki? Mm-hmm. Leonard from The Big Bang Theory.
Yeah. It
blew my mind.
I only found that out recently, not today, but within the last maybe 6 months or so.
Yeah. Okay. I found it out while watching it.
Mm-hmm. So, but I was a little less disappointed, or a little more disappointed, because I guess it's different actors who play the kids in most of the movies.
In everyone. Yeah. So that's kind of a it's kind of a running gag. Like it's not even like at this point, it's not even like a flaw of the vacation movies. It's kind of you expect the two children to be played by different actors in each one.
Right. And I guess it's consistent, so that's fine.
Because the kids don't really, they're just sort of supplementing the story, right? Really the story, absolutely. The focus is Clark and Bev.
Yeah. Clark and, is that her name in the movie?
No,
Clark,
it's
Griswold.
Ellen.
Yeah. Hell yeah, there we go. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it boils down to I don't fundamentally hate the movie. I just think I'm not as biased as maybe a lot of people, because it seems a lot of people like they watch this every Christmas and it's totally ingrained in their holiday traditions.
Sure.
And it's just not there for me. And like I don't have any major fundamental flaws with it. It's just a movie to me.
Sure.
And I know a lot of people will like unsubscribe from us as a result of
people
this.
You're gonna probably get crucified over this, but that's
a lot of hate mail coming in just in time for Christmas.
Yeah. No, I think this film is just nonstop hilarity, and I think so many of those, I think so many of those play into Clark's one-liners. And more specifically, the interaction, the right to his face rudeness towards Eddie, that Eddie doesn't,
poor Eddie.
Which is another Clark's growth in his treatment of Eddie and his understanding of his acceptance of the fact that Eddie's just a different guy.
Yeah.
There's a scene in the when they're out Christmas shopping, they're at the store together, and there's an exchange where from the start of this conversation towards the end of the conversation, Clark's perspective goes through a little bit of a shift,
Yeah.
When Eddie's talking about finances and sort of where they're at, and he sees
piling up like 12 bags of dog food.
Yeah, and but he he kind of, despite the ridiculousness of the scene, I think that Clark sees that Eddie's got all the same goals and all the same desires for his children. He just doesn't have the same means of achieving them.
Right. Yeah.
You
are making some points. I'm actually kind of I'm not, this isn't my favorite movie, but I think I overlooked some emotional growth or some emotional kind of journey of Clark. So that's a fair point. That's true.
Sure. And now, and I am of the variety that if I could get that many lights on my house, I totally would.
I don't know if I would, to be honest.
It's that and the when it lights up and they play that very orchestral Hark the Herald Angels. It's such a good and I love that scene because that's it's this happy kind of, he got it to work, it looks brilliant, all of the power from the rest of the town is shutting off now. Cousin Eddie shows up.
They have to turn on the auxiliary power, which is misspelt, by the way.
Is it?
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
But yeah, it's and this is just another scene that's so packed full of Clark's one-liners, right? Like these subtle lines that are sprinkled in, like when Clark's dad congratulates him on the lights and says it's beautiful, it's a real beaut, and he hugs his dad and in this like crying, choked up way, he says, "Thanks, Dad. You taught me everything I know about exterior illumination." And it's like it's just these funny little, when Eddie and his wife show up and they're surprising Clark and his family, and they say, "Well, are you surprised, Clark?" And he says, "Eddie, if I woke up tomorrow morning with my head sewn to the carpet, I wouldn't be more surprised than I am right now." Like, just moments like that. I love Clark's interaction with the neighbors. Clark knows.
Shout out to Todd and Margot.
Yeah, flat out. Yeah. Why is the carpet wet, Todd? I don't know, Margot. Right?
Margot.
And just this, like, he knows there's at no point does Clark or anyone else in this film try to make any excuses for the fact that his neighbors are dicks. That are just these like.
Are they really though?
Up. Well, kind of.
Why are they?
Because
no. I feel Clark is way more of a jerk to them, and it's more one-sided that way.
But I feel like if you watch it, we don't really see the genesis of their rotten relationship. But I get the sense that even if Clark wasn't a dick, they are the type of people who from the get-go, whether it be from the Griswolds' interests or the way they dress or whatever, have always turned their nose up at the Griswolds, have always kind of been like have always seen the Griswolds and anyone else like the Griswolds, anyone sort of who's not them, as lesser people, right? As these kind of like uncivilized, because they're very like slicked hair and
modern,
fancy,
very
like
modern.
they would never have children. And they don't say this, but I think you could deduce the fact that they hate children.
Sure.
And find children just like obnoxious, little, messy, and
beings.
Don't fit into this clean cut modern OCD sort of, but just this whole like, when Clark walks out of the garage and he's got the Jason Voorhees mask on and the chainsaw and the tree, and the neighbor Todd says, "Where are you going to put a tree that size, Clark?" And Clark goes, "Bend over and I'll show you." Like, it's, to me, those lines are just so, like, those are the lines that I'm audibly laughing out loud about, because to me it's so, and maybe this is just the neighborhood I grew up in, but to me it's so real. Like, it's so you hate your neighbors.
What?
And
wow.
Oh yeah, like we didn't get along with most of our neighbors.
Oh wow.
But yeah, you don't, and even if you're not saying these things to your neighbor's face, you're probably saying them behind their back. And you know, it's like my house had a different family dynamic, but I think I can relate in a lot of ways to Griswold Christmases. Yeah. Right? Yeah. I think this movie just does a really good job of taking something that's familiar to all of us in some regard, right? You may not be a cousin Eddie, and you may not have a cousin that's quite as bad as Eddie, but you have a family member who is kind of the black sheep, and who you kind of exchange pleasantries with to be polite, but really they're not the family member that you look forward to seeing at the extended family get-togethers. Right. The turkey thing, everybody in the world has experienced putting a turkey in the oven, not knowing how to cook it properly, and it coming out kind of dry. Preach. Right? So the film takes things that we're all familiar with, and then just cranks it all up to a level 10 so that it's this exaggerated version of it. But that's where the comedy comes from.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, that's true. Making it relatable and then taking it a bit further just to make us laugh. But, yeah.
Which is John Hughes' genius.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, where else do you want to take this conversation, Brady?
I don't know. I've got some other notes here.
Yeah, please.
I just love that this movie screams 1980s. Like, it's everything about it feels like a 1980s film. Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
And to me, that's a big win. The 80s are like 80s films are before my time.
For sure, same.
But it's still certainly my favorite decade of Christmas movies.
I would
of movies in general.
Movie in general, yeah. I would love to spend a week in the 1980s. I wish if we ever get to have time travel as a form of vacation taking, I'd be so down.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you have trivia to do. I also have a list of not trivia, but just as the film was happening, I was writing down in no particular order, just the lines that made me laugh out loud.
The lines
that were funny enough to me that I laughed.
Okay. All right. Well, should I pump off some trivia and then we'll get into
that.
this?
Yeah.
Okay. So you alluded to it a little bit first, but there are 3 different actors in this movie who went on to play in 3 different very successful television series.
Oh, jeez.
Can you name the 3 series?
Well, I can name one for sure.
Yep.
I can. This feels like a question that I need a little bit of processing time for.
Yeah, for sure.
Chevy. I mean, he came from He came from SNL.
Mm-hmm.
Bev. I do know, and I can't remember the name, but I know that the girl that plays Audrey in this one, she goes on to be like she has a career. Okay. I've seen her in other movies as an adult, but I don't know.
Let me gauge or narrow your search, because now I'm realizing it comes down to what you define as successful, because like Chevy Chase, for example, was in Community, which was, I think, a successful show. Like, it went on for a few seasons and it was really funny. The ones that I'm specifically trying to ask about, I'll say they were set in the 80s, 90s, and 2000s.
The TV shows.
Yeah. And the one from the 2000s is the one you alluded to, so Rusty was from The Big Bang Theory.
Yeah, so Rusty, goes on to be in Big Bang Theory.
So then that means the other 2 are from the 80s or 90s.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know. Like, I know that
I don't know you well enough to know how, like, one is an absolute classic show. It's like I've never watched it, but a lot of people herald it as like the gold standard of sitcom.
Right.
Yeah.
I know. Okay, I think I'm trying to. Okay, I think I have one of them. Oh,
yeah,
hang on.
Go for it. This is just fun. If you're wrong,
okay.
just say.
I'm sorry. I was focusing on like main cast members.
Oh, sorry, no.
What's her name? Julia Louis DeFries.
Yes.
She's in Seinfeld.
So that's
like
absolutely.
The next year or something.
Yes.
She's in Seinfeld.
Yeah. Actually, according to me, 1989. So maybe even the same year. Yeah. So that's two of the three.
I'm now realizing that, and maybe this one doesn't count, but
Sure.
I'm now realizing I didn't realize. Okay, again, because I didn't realize that the guy from Big Bang Theory was the same guy from Christmas Vacation. But I did know that the guy from Christmas Vacation was the same kid from Roseanne.
Oh, yeah.
And so there's that one. The other one that I can think of that I don't know which I saw her in first. But Ellen's mother, whose name is Doris something. Doris Roberts. Okay, she was Ray Romano's mom in Everybody Loves Raymond.
You got it. So yeah, Rusty obviously went on. Well, he was in Roseanne, then went on to The Big Bang Theory. Doris Roberts was in Everybody Loves Raymond, and then Julia was in Seinfeld.
Look at that! Ain't got nothing on me.
And even one that was overlooked, Chevy Chase was in Community as well. But the other three are kind of bigger than Community, I'd say. Anyway.
Yeah.
Over under. Here we go.
Uh-oh.
Over under 22 words that Clark used to describe Mr. Shirley in his rant.
Oh no. I've always wanted to. I've always wanted to memorize that monologue.
It's
so good.
I'm not trying to steal thunder from your storm if it's on your list, but that is one. I was watching it with someone and I turned and I literally just started laughing. I'm like that.
No, it's not on my list.
Okay, good.
I'm wondering. Side note to this, I'm wondering how much improv was involved in that scene.
That I don't know.
Like if that was a completely scripted
specific
line?
To have like that number of words and in a set order. So I don't know.
So you're saying over under how much?
22.
Oh, it's got to be over.
Yeah, you think?
Yeah, I think.
Okay,
it's
that's
over.
your answer.
Yeah,
30, according to my research.
Huh.
Yeah. And the final one, it's just kind of a fun thing. When Clark is in bed trying to read People magazine with sticky fingers from the sap when they cut down the tree, whose picture is on the cover? Yeah, that is funny.
Oh, jeez.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, this is... If I come up with an answer, it's just going to be a guess.
Okay.
1989.
Mm-hmm.
I'm wondering if it's like an Easter egg. Like I'm wondering if if it's an actual magazine, or
right? Because it could go two ways. It could be like historically who
made it.
Yeah. Someone from actual
1989,
or it could be the director's cat or something.
Yeah. I don't. Yeah. I don't even have an answer.
Okay. Well, the person shown on the cover of the magazine was director Jeremiah Chechik. Is that
okay? Chechik.
Yeah.
Chechik. Yeah.
Chechik.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's close. If I honestly, if I were going to have ventured a guess, it would have been Lorne Michaels.
Oh, cool.
Just to again pay homage to the fact that I think there's there's at least 3 people in this film that came from SNL.
Yeah, there were a few. Yeah.
And so because Randy Quaid came from SNL.
Right.
Chevy came from
Chase.
SNL.
Yeah.
And there's at least, I remember while watching it thinking at least one other, but now I can't remember who that was. I didn't write it down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shout out to the Lethal Weapon fans. Apparently, the house where Todd and Margot live is the same house where the Murtaugh family lived in all 4 Lethal Weapon movies. There's a little tidbit.
Huh.
But now I'm really curious about your list.
Okay. So the movies that are the lines in this movie that made me raffle.
Yeah.
Nobody says that anymore.
Yeah, no, not at all.
Raffle.
Yeah.
That made me laugh out loud.
Sure.
One is when Clark first snips the tree.
Oh, yes.
And it comes down and it breaks through the windows and he's like engulfed in it. And Clark just says, "Looks great. Little full. A lot of sap." And that's it. And to me, like, again, it was just kind of one of these, like, making excuses for, you know, yeah, I don't know. To me, that line's hilarious. Obviously, Cousin Eddie's shitter's full.
Oh, yeah. Merry Christmas.
Yeah, shitter's full. Yeah, that's to me, that's iconic. Clark's hallelujah, holy shit, where's the Tylenol? Yes. To me, that's, because it's like this, it's building and it's building and it's building, and then it's like, oh, I have a headache. Like, what else do I have on this list? Cousin Eddie's, when the cat gets electrocuted, and he says, if that thing had 9 lives, she just spent them all.
Yeah.
So good. What else have I got here? I already said the head sewn to the carpet one.
Yes, yeah.
Clark's his whole thing in the department store with the yes, it is a bit nipply out.
Oh.
To me, again, it's so well delivered. The line delivery is so well delivered.
Yeah.
What else have we got? When Clark goes, Ellen says, it could be, Clark, it could be worse. Mm-hmm. And Clark goes, worse? How could things get any worse? Take a look around you, Ellen. We're at the threshold of hell.
Right.
When Clark and Eddie are sipping on eggnog from glasses that I need for Christmas, by the way. The moose.
Yes, those are pretty cool.
Like, to be sipping eggnog out of a moose head glass, a Wally World glass.
Wally World themed, yeah.
Yeah, so which is fun because it's a throwback to,
the first movie, yeah.
But Clark says to Eddie, can I refill your eggnog for you? Get you something to eat? Drive you out into the middle of nowhere and leave you for dead? And Eddie goes, no, thanks, Clark. I'm just fine. Like, again, it goes completely over.
Poor Eddie. When I was doing my research, someone had done the calculation of how long he'd been unemployed, and I didn't realize this. Like, I guess in the first vacation movie, he was laid off from the asbestos factory.
Yeah.
Poor soul.
Clark wakes up one morning and he's got coffee and he's up before what he thinks is anybody else, and he's kind of enjoying the quiet house, and he goes, oh, the silent majesty of a winter's morn, the clean, cool chill of the holiday air, and an asshole in his bathrobe emptying a chemical toilet into my sewer.
Right, yeah.
Classic.
Very,
obviously there's and why is the carpet all wet, Todd?
I don't know, Margot.
I don't know, Margot. Do I have anything else on here? I said the exterior illumination one.
For sure. Yeah. Which I think is one of the most iconic scenes, for sure, from this movie.
Yes. Oh, yeah. I think maybe that's it. Eat My Road Grit Liver Lips is...
yeah.
That's up there. There's a really subtle moment when the family first arrives.
Mm-hmm.
And Clark is putting on his hat or whatever, and Alan says, "Where are you going?" And he says, "Well, I'm gonna park the cars and get the luggage, and well, I'll be outside for the season." Yeah, so good, so very good.
It is a funny movie.
Bend over and I'll show you. Made me laugh. Mm-hmm. Oh, but probably the funniest moment for me.
Sure.
Is when Clark's at the company and we first meet his boss, and they're talking about the corporate Christmas cards that went out, and Clark's standing there, and all of the business executives are walking past him, following the boss into the office, and he goes, "Merry Christmas, right. Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas, kiss my ass, kiss his ass, Happy Hanukkah." Like to me, it's like. Right. This guy that like Clark loves his family, and Clark is going to do anything to give his family the Christmas that they deserve, but Clark's not going to take crap from anybody else. Like he really just sees everybody else as an obstacle in the way of making him and his family happy. So that's
great. The list. That's good.
And like I said, those were genuine. Like laughing moments. Yeah.
Wow. That's impressive for a movie to make you laugh out loud that many times. Alone.
Yeah, for sure.
Cool. What would you give this movie out of 10?
Oh man. I would have to say I don't know if I've gone this high before.
Oh, wow. Whoa.
I would have to say factoring in enjoyability and how it makes me feel while I'm watching it, how much I look forward to watching it, I would say 9.5.
Wow. Oh wow. Yeah.
I genuinely love this film.
For sure. Apparently.
And you?
I gave it a 6.1. So
okay.
I probably
it's quite different.
Yeah, like I probably wouldn't pay money to see it in theaters, like if it was showing, but I
don't know if I would.
Okay,
but I don't know if it I don't know if it lends itself to needing to be seen on a big screen.
No, but well, that's how my scale works. I have to include that, but
okay, I'll take your word for that.
Yeah, it will come.
That would be the Christmas miracle. Would be if
the scale coming.
If we got to see your list. Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, it's definitely a movie. I'll watch it when other people throw it on the DVD player or throw it on TV or reenact it in front of other people.
Yeah.
Yes.
That sounds. I would do that.
Yeah. Globe Theater kind of deal.
What did you watch this week?
So I watched a couple movies. I watched Solo.
Okay.
And yeah, I liked it. I think Carl Eastman kind of, I forget if you said this or if he said this, but one of you said if you just watch it kind of like as a heist movie.
That was me. I was saying like it's don't look at it as a Star Wars episodic film because it's not. It's not. Set in the Star Wars universe, but it's a heist film.
Yeah. No, I absolutely enjoyed it. And it just coincidentally was set in the Star Wars universe, which was fun. But it was just a heist movie, and if you take it as just as that, I enjoyed the 2 hours or hour and a half or however long it was, and I wasn't offended by it. I wasn't offended by its existence. I wasn't upset about what it did to the legacy of Star Wars. It's just a fun movie, and it's just had some cool kind of not Easter eggs, but just kind of things that kind of were similar to the original trilogy, like just little
some nods.
Yeah, exactly. That it was just like, hey, this is fun. Here we go. But specifically when they like Han used that like rock as a grenade, and that's kind of what Leia did to rescue him. Like just like little things like
detonator.
That. Yes, yeah.
Yeah, and honestly, I thought Aaron Eldridge does. Is that his name, Aaron Eldridge?
I don't even know. To be honest.
I thought he did a pretty good job of portraying Han Solo. Not of portraying Harrison Ford. Everyone was like, "Oh, he doesn't look anything like Harrison Ford," and it was like, okay, but he's not playing Harrison Ford.
No,
right? And so but I think he did a good job of, some of the characteristics of Han Solo.
Right.
And Donald Glover nailed Lando. Like that was Lando through and through.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But Alden Enrich, Alden, whatever.
Yeah.
The guy that played Han Solo.
I liked when they said, "I've got a really good feeling about this." I thought that was just a fun.
It was a fun, It was a fun twist.
I enjoyed it. So that's what I watched this week. And my recommendation to you is the only other movie I watched, so there was really no choice. I watched The Shining, so that's what you're going to watch.
Just going into Christmas. That's
it has some relevance, though.
I was thinking, maybe I'll see some kind of Christmas movie that I've yet to. No. Stephen King.
There's still 3 more weeks to Christmas, so there's still a chance for that. It has some relevance just because not only because I watched it, but Dr. Sleep did just come out, so there's some recency relevance to it.
Have you haven't gone to see it yet?
Not yet, no. When you watch The Shining, it's not a scary movie, it's more just like an uncomfortable movie. I want you to try and guess which scene I find the most uncomfortable.
Okay.
And maybe you won't. Maybe you won't watch it. I don't know.
I'm good at what? I've already got a guess, but I'll save that guess for. I haven't even seen it, but I've seen a couple of scenes, and of the scenes I've seen, I have a guess as to
which is the most
which one you find most uncomfortable.
Yeah. Which I think is just a fun game, and also you can read into like maybe a bit about me. Maybe that's just random. Well, who knows? What did you watch this week and weeks prior or past rather that you've forgotten to mention some things?
Yeah. So I watched a movie called The Big Short. Is it The Big Short?
Yeah.
I watched it like 2 weeks ago and then forgot to mention it. Because Carl had recommended Bubba Hotep to us, and so then I talked about that, and then I was, and it was a 2-hour episode. Anyways, it's good. I mean, I like movies based on true stories.
Sure.
And so that was fun. Mm-hmm. I think I just wasn't in the mood to watch that kind of movie.
And that's fair. Fair.
So I think I don't think it scored as highly on my enjoyment as it could have.
Yeah.
But it was still good. Like I still,
like from an artistic perspective, I really enjoy seeing those actors in those kind of untraditional roles for them. And it also just instantly, I find that topic interesting that they're covering. So for me, I think I like it more than maybe just someone picking it off a shelf and saying, okay, I'm going to watch it this week. But it is interesting.
For sure.
Yeah.
I watched a film called Contagion.
Yeah.
Similar review. I mean, it's good. It's good, but I just wasn't,
Wasn't
it's I can recognize that it's a good film. It's not my kind of movie.
Fair. Yeah.
Right. And so that was, so I was trying to watch it and score it as as objectively as I could.
Sure.
Or subjectively? Objectively. Yeah.
Yeah.
And so, it's I think it's a good film, and I think if it's your type of film, it's probably amazing.
Yeah.
But just not my,
Yeah. I'm not huge into like apocalypse or world is ending kind of movies, but Lawrence Fishburne is awesome.
Oh, he's good in everything.
He is good in everything. He is in the same
underrated
category as who plays Dr. Ian Malcolm again?
Jeff Goldblum.
Jeff Goldblum. Though if there was a movie about the two of them at a farmer's market going cabbage shopping, I would watch it. And just them like negotiating prices with like the farmer being like, okay, let's get a quart of this vegetable, and let's barter how much we're gonna pay each other, and like how are we going to prepare it for our meal? Like, if that was just the two of them doing that, I would watch it because they're both awesome.
What's interesting is, I agree, and I think a more tangible example of that would be a couple months back. I had you watch a movie called The Sunset Limited.
Right.
Which was just Tommy Lee Jones and Samuel L. Jackson sitting in a kitchen chatting with each other.
True.
I think if you took that movie and plugged these two in, it would be a really interesting movie.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's a good comp. Good comp. That's well done. Yeah.
I watched one other movie.
Cool.
Trying to think.
Yeah.
There was a movie that I watched last week that I forgot to mention.
Oh.
And I was thinking about it afterwards,
Sure.
and I was like, shoot, I watched that and I forgot to mention it.
Sisterhood of the Traveling Pants?
No, and I don't know what it is. Like, I mean, it doesn't really matter, but
it does matter.
I watched the first Frozen.
Oh, that's right, yeah.
Movie.
And the second Frozen.
I
guess I watched that too,
week.
yeah.
Yeah. But my recommendation for you
Sure.
is a movie that I don't know what you're going to think of it. It's a late 90s live action Disney comedy.
Okay.
And it's a near and dear, it's a nostalgic film for me. It's a film that I had as a kid, had rented once or twice as a kid, then couldn't find it anymore.
Oh.
And then, ironically, found it, a used VHS of it in some like, byway type, whatever random store. Ironically, while we were away at the cottage. And so now I associate this film with the cottage. But no, ultimately, it's just, I don't know. I recognize that it's not an Oscar movie.
Sure.
But to me, it's a blast. It's got Wallace Swan in it.
Okay.
Who is like the voice of Rex from Toy Story.
Ooh.
If you can picture him, he's in like house arrest and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
It's got Jeff Daniels in it.
Oh, wow.
It's got Christopher Lloyd in it.
Huh.
Right? Like, so this is a film.
What is it?
And it's called My Favorite Martian. And it is a live action movie based off of a TV show from the 60s called My Favorite Martian.
Oh, cool.
And it's just fun. It's a goofy, over the top, ridiculous comedy, but it's worth it just to see. I mean, Christopher Lloyd is incredible in everything he does.
Right. Oh, for sure.
Maybe with the exception of Piranha. I don't know. That was a weird career move for him.
He was in that?
Yeah, he's in it. But yeah, him and Jeff Daniels, and it's just so good, in my opinion.
Cool.
And
Cool.
you may not like it, and I've prepared myself for that. I think it's fine if you're not.
That's okay.
It's not your cup of tea. So,
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll check it out.
Cool. Thank you.
Yeah. Any shout-outs? Any well wishes? Any season's greetings?
Wishes?
Yeah.
No, not really. I don't like wishing anyone well.
Mm.
I think it creates an unhealthy expectation of how nice I am.
Yes. Don't want to mislead the listeners.
No.
Yeah.
No, not at all. No, I will. I'll give a shout out.
Okay.
Do you have someone you want to give a shout out to?
I have a final word.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So
I'm gonna
no.
give a shout out. I'm gonna give a shout out to my sister.
Nice. Which one?
Your sister.
Susan or Jane?
Jeff.
Who? Which one? Or you just generically, you'll let them decide which?
No, well, only one of them listens to the show.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
So if you're the sister who listens to the show, then this is the shout out that I'm, I mean, it's the other one's 16 and has got her own stuff. Like she doesn't,
Yeah.
I don't think she listens to podcasts anyway. She's definitely not going to listen to one with her older brother in it.
And nor should she.
I disagree, but that's
no.
fine.
Like if you're,
How about you deal with your family dynamic, and you let me deal with mine.
To each family dynamic. Yeah. Anyway.
You don't have siblings, do you?
I might.
I don't think you do.
I don't want to get into this on air.
I think you're an only child.
That's one possibility.
It is. You don't want to get into this on air?
No.
Are you adopted? I think you're adopted. Okay. Anyways.
Well, thanks for listening, and Mila Kalikimaka.
Bye-bye.